Brett, what are we doing?
Pawn Shop Challenge.
Pawn Shop Challenge is our back. I looked through YouTube's rules. I talked with a few people. We're bringing them back with a few minor changes, like not showing actual pricing of everything we show you, but still maintaining a budget. Today is the Budget Blaster Challenge. Say it with me, Brett. Budget Blaster Challenge. So we're going for $250 and under. No matter what the MSRP or retail price or whatever you want to call it, has to be under $250. You guys are going to vote in the comment section below who got a better buy. Let's head out and see what kind of budget blasters we can find. Let's push this in the algo and show YouTube we love these style videos. Let's get on with it. Brett's got his liquid energy. He found himself a friend. Now on to the pawn shops.
It's in my pocket.
Just pulled up to Beltway Gun and Pawn in Matthews, North Carolina. We're gonna head in here and see what these guys have. Again, $250 limit. Hey! While we're here, we're also going to be just looking at interesting things and seeing what there is to see. So I'll be digging through and kind of featuring some stuff, kind of like we used to do back in the original Pawn Shop Challenge videos. Well, Brett found himself a 16 gauge. You don't see those very often, and that is very interesting right there. In the budget, but not on the list today on the high point, but hey, it's definitely in budget. Another in-budget item would always be a nice Maverick 88. If I didn't have so many of these, this would be on the top of the list. But I pretty much have every version they make, and it has been an absolutely reliable shotgun. Brett has now become a watch guy like me. Show him what you're wearing, Brett. Show him what you're wearing. So these guys also have watches in here too. We always dig through, as well as a ton of coins and knives. I think one day we're going to come in here and do just like a coin or knife or some type of challenge like that, because there's so many different opportunities. And they actually just started carrying these 704 gear knives as well. I'll also be linking a lot of the info to a lot of this stuff in the description below if you want to check it out. These guys have a lot of cool items here. They also have a Tech 22 in there, and again, I am carefully covering up that price point, so YouTube, don't demonetize this or delete the video, but that Tech 22 is always a pretty interesting little option right there. Whatever we get today is going to be a surprise until the end of the video, where we're going to head to the range and actually do some shooting. So that'll be pretty awesome to try it out, and that's where you guys can vote who got the better option for under that price point. Did you find something, Brett?
Not quite. A little bit out of the budget.
Rossi Gallery, little pump 22 in budget. Pretty awesome option, actually. Love the little Rossi pump 22s. Again, I already have one, so this may not be the right one for me, but definitely a pretty cool little budget find. Brett's found them something within budget, one of the Ruger LCP Max, and it's the 75th anniversary edition. Those are great guns. I think he's going to take a look at that and maybe add it to his list. I always like those, especially with the mag capacity of 10 rounds. They're really affordable as well, and they shoot pretty darn good, especially for the size. All right, we may or may not be walking out with some stuff. On to the next shop. Today is going pretty darn good. Really glad to be doing pawn shop videos again.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, now we are at Shooters Express in Belmont, North Carolina, again to look for this Budget Blaster Challenge.
What up?
Brian, is that you?
This is the Budget Challenge. We're going to not show you this because of the policies, but we are doing the sub 250 challenge, and this is already really catching my eye right here. I've got a lot of daggers, but this one is either an RMR cut or a doctor cut. I can't tell. I could use either. True Glow sights right there. A few different mags and an extra barrel, all within budget. That's a good opportunity, as well as this Taurus right here. For me, I love the Taurus G3s. This is always a good option, well within budget, but we're going to keep piling stuff up as they keep pulling things out as we dig through. Yeah, this one's in 40. I've actually got rid of every single one of my 40 cal guns except for a Glock for testing purposes, but probably going to pass on this one. This has also been on the list for a while, the M&P 15, or not the M&P 15, the M&P 22. I always get so caught up with the M&P 15 22. But a buddy of mine that I used to work with had one of these, and it was a very smooth shooter, especially if you're looking for something that's a good full-size trainer. And this one is also within budget, so it's going in the pile. And here's a Ruger 1022, but this one is a non-threaded barrel, but it is also well within the budget. Little pick reel at the top, nice little plinker. I wish it had a threaded barrel, so we'll probably put this one to the side, but still potentially a good option today. These guys also have a ton of really cool items hanging on the ceiling, so you got to be sure to look up when you're here so you don't miss anything. This Rossi has also been on the list for a while, a Break Barrel 300 Blackout, a touch over budget, but that definitely interests me for a really quiet suppressor host. They also have one of these guys in 357, 38 special. So run a can on the end of that, super quiet, or run that 357 round. I think this would be pretty cool if you were doing straight wall hunting only states. You could put up a 357 in here and just kind of plink around with 38 special for cheap, but that's pretty cool. So we are back. We grabbed some stuff. I'll show you what I grabbed for the challenge. I ended up picking up this PSA dagger. I will check out the cut when I get back to the house, but it's got the raised sights. I think they're True Glows. Came with 3 mags and an extra barrel, 1/2x28, all for under budget. I think I absolutely won, but I'll have to show you what Brett grabbed. Now, I also picked up one of these. This was a touch over budget. I'm not really going to enter it into the competition because I don't want to cheat too bad on the first video back, but I will be doing a video on this in the upcoming future. I selected the 357 38 special, and I think this is a pretty awesome option. Definitely subscribe to the channel for a full review of this guy coming soon, but let's see what Brett got. What'd you get, Brett?
Picked up the Ruger LCP Max 75th anniversary. I've actually already got one of these, but can't have too many micro 380s.
The last thing to do is try it out. Hopefully everything works well. I think this was a smoking deal for that complete package. A lot of value here just alone in the dagger, let alone the bonus items. But let's take some shots. Now, I do want to take some shots with this. I had a handful of 38 special rounds just kind of floating around the side-by-side. No optic. I'm just going to blast a couple of rounds off of here with this little single shot. No recoil whatsoever. I like that. Pretty cool. Now Brett's gonna try his little budget blaster. All right, now's the time to vote in the comments section below whether you think Brett or I won. His LCP Max, you can just say LCP or Brett, or my PSA dagger, you can just say my name, Brian, or the dagger. Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Glad to bring this back. We also picked up a couple of transfers and some really cool items that we're going to be doing reviews on very soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And this is your other thing I need you to do in the comment section below. What challenge do you want to see next? If you come to mind, maybe a varmint rifle challenge, another wheel gun challenge, or a crap gun challenge where we can't spend more than $125 if that's even possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.